What is up YouTube, Scarido here, and welcome to another reaction video. So today we are doing 3 cursed scary horror stories, The Fortune Teller, The Cursed Video Game, and The Eyes. So this has actually been uploaded by InsanelyScary. So he's actually someone who I've done reaction to his videos before, but he was originally known as Horror Stories. And his channel has had so much growth lately. Like, he was at 70 something when I first did a reaction for him. He's now at 281. I do have my own horror story that I was thinking of recording, but I'm not too sure whether or not to actually record it for the channel, or if InsanelyScary wants to sort of grab hold of it. So if you're watching this, InsanelyScary, let me know, and I'll decide from there. But let's go on to the reaction video. Alright, here we go. 3 cursed scary horror stories, The Fortune Teller, The Cursed Video Game, and The Eyes.
This tale starts when 3 people went to a fair just outside of a town. It was the first type of fun fair they had there. They saw a tent that had a title, The Fortune Teller. The 3 friends chuckled as they found a title, The Fortune Teller. Unbelievable and childish. Little did they know. All 3 of them entered the tent. Inside was one old lady leaning forward with her wrinkly hands over a mysterious shining glass ball. You couldn't see the face as the hood over her head was covering it. The 3 friends chuckled and started to joke around about the lady. The lady had whispered, "You joked outside the tent. We'll see you start chuckling after you see your future." The boys had a worried look on their faces, but chuckled and scoffed in disbelief. They thought the reason she knew they were laughing outside the tent was because it was loud enough for her to hear.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Supernatural.
Obviously.
The 3 friends sat down on the bench where the mysterious lady told them to, and she started moving her hands in a motion on top of the ball. It was only 10 seconds after that the mysterious lady started shouting. The 3 friends were creeped out, horrified. They knew this wasn't a joke, but thought that she was a poor mental old lady.
Okay.
One of the friends said, "Let's get out of here." But when they all got up, the lady screamed, "Stop!" She started chuckling and laughing uncontrollably at them. Then after she stopped and told them, "You can go now." After the 3 friends went out of the tent, they all were disappointed and couldn't believe they wasted their time and money into that. After they went on a roller coaster to get back into the fun mood that the old lady destroyed. When they reached the top peak of the roller coaster, the 3 boys saw the old lady at the bottom of the floor, standing and chuckling. When the roller coaster came down, the ride was over, but the 3 friends' heads were no longer attached on their bodies.
Okay. So we just got decapitated somehow.
This story was told to me from my uncle. This horrifying story was told to me that it was a myth, but I knew it was true, and here's how. This myth started when a boy around the age of 14 got his first ever console. This console also came with a game. It was called The Taker. It was pretty old, but the aim of the game was to reach the boss and defeat him while trying to free trapped souls.
Okay, sounds like a decent video game.
Days, weeks with barely any rest. He couldn't get off. He was addicted.
As we all do get at times.
He reached the final level. He had spent weeks trying to get here. He can't die now. The main objective was to free all the souls, and with the souls they would all defeat the Taker. The souls were all of knights who hadn't defeated the Taker. The young boy was selfish and wanted to defeat the Taker instead of freeing the souls. Eventually he ended up nearly dying, and it wasn't until he nearly had died in the game where he realized if he opened the souls, he would have had a chance to win. He tried to open and free the souls, but instead he got caught. He didn't even free one soul. And instead the boy became a trapped soul. No one has ever heard or seen the boy. The only thing there was a wired controller of the console lying on the floor.
Oh, so I got trapped into the video game then.
A coincidence. My uncle had the same game, and his brother went missing at the age of 14.
Okay. And now The Eyes.
This was a horrifying experience that I hope will never happen to anybody, especially never me again. So me and my friend were outside playing football in our local football field. His name was Mikey and was a year older than me. We were playing football for about 3 hours straight. We done a lot of challenges against each other and I won most of them. We went from until playing at 6 p.m. till 9 p.m.
Oh, quite a decent
The
game.
clouds were not completely dark, but were a light navy dark blue. There was an unfortunate event where the ball Mikey kicked had gone into the bushes.
Ah,
The bushes were full of thorns and it was very dark inside, especially in the time as it was, you couldn't see a thing. I went to get the ball, as I was closest to it, and I could see Mikey was a little scared, so I proceeded towards the bushes. It wasn't until I took 3 steps forward, the ball came rolling back at me.
okay,
I
yeah.
stared in terror as I saw the ball rolling slowly at me. I looked into the bushes trying to see if anyone was there. I couldn't see anything. I brought the ball back and told Mikey about what had just happened. He scoffed in disbelief and thought I was joking around. I shrugged it off and thought my mind was messing with me. The grass was quite uneven anyway, so that could have been the reason. It was the second time the ball had got into the bushes again, and Mikey had volunteered to get the ball. It was until he was about the same length away as me when he froze and was shocked. I called what's wrong, but there was no answer.
Oh
I
dear.
approached him, and as I did, his eyes were gray, lifeless. His face looked pale. His mouth was stretched wide open and his face was shaking left to right very quickly.
Okay.
I was worried and thought it was some type of attack he had due to any heart problems or as such, but when I looked into the bushes, I saw a long, skinny, dark figure
Ooh.
standing straight amongst the bushes. Its arms were freakishly long and its head was a stretched oval shape.
Okay.
Mikey had whispered ghostly, "The eyes." And with that he collapsed on the floor. I turned away to check on Mikey, and he had fainted. I turned back at the bush, and
Yeah,
the
the
figure
jump
was
scaring man,
gone.
I would imagine. Oh,
I got
maybe
my
not.
phone and called 911 for safety. Mikey, till this day, rests in the hospital, and we haven't played football there since.
Well, I did say that there was going to be a jump scare, so... Okay, I mean, very, very good stories. But yeah, so... On to the outro, me, I'm guessing. I mean, not anything else I can really say. Okay, so, that's the end of the video. If you liked what you saw, remember to hit the subscribe button, give it a like, and I'll see you in the next one.